Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to Spark and Chaos, a journey of thought with Kyle.
And Leah. What's up?
Just taking a drink. That was the
hydrated.
perfect timing. This is episode 11.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're so close to the end.
We're so close to the end of season 1.
We're meeting all of our little friends.
It was an action-packed episode.
It was.
We finally got to see some villains like really do their thing.
Oh my gosh, they were so epic. And now I get why everyone likes us better.
Not better.
Damn.
The villains are cool.
There's so many people who are like, I love the villains.
They are. Well, I think just like in every kind of superhero thing, the villains, and we talked about it before, the reason why actors like to play villains is because they're more complicated.
There's some, yeah, they're more layered.
Like Deku wants to be a hero. Okay.
Yeah, he wants to be a good guy.
That's fun. But like Shigaraki, he obviously is a bad guy, but like what's his MO? What's his motivation? Why? Like no one's just outside of people like the Joker, no one is just like, I'm evil for no reason.
Right.
Like Shigaraki has some mantra, some code that he feels so passionately about that he's willing to break the law and do dastardly things to get it done.
He has to.
So I'm excited to see what that is. So in this app, we pick up right where the last episode left off. We're inside the USJ. Deku, Mineta, and Froppy, they are just kind of, they finish their thing and then they're just like, we got to help Aizawa somehow. Momo, Jiro, and Denki work together to take out their foes. And then we bounce around and see other people. Iida does manage to get out and get some backup thanks to Ochako and others helping him out. And then we get a big splash at the end. Our segments include usual Patreon Q's and A's, show and tell, VA shoutouts, Kyle and Leah quiz,
Woo!
And a special segment where I challenge Leah to a bout in My Hero One's Justice 2.
Oh, snap! Because I'm really good at games, too. You all can see my skills.
That's right. Because almost right off the bat, Shigaraki drops a bunch of like video game, and all throughout the episode, drops some video game lingo.
Oh my God, so much. It's like so meta, like.
So is that like his...
I'm not the final boss.
Yeah, is that his thing? Is he like, does he play video games?
No, I don't think so. I've never seen that dude pick up a joystick, ever. Not with any of them hands. He's usually just chilling in the bunker. I mean, that's...
Playing video games?
No.
Pinball, arcade? No?
I mean, if he is, it's never been in any scenes I've been in, so...
I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I do know it was a big kind of a shock for me that Shigaraki is like 19? Like he's a kid.
Wow, I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No. Where did you hear that?
I don't know. I always thought he was like a 40-year-old guy.
Yeah, me too.
No, he's like 19.
Are you sure?
Look it up.
I'm going to look it up.
I'm pretty sure he's like 19.
Wait.
He's just a little baby boy.
How old is
The Shigs.
Shigaraki?
Or as Kuroguri calls him in this episode, Tomura Shigaraki.
Tomura.
He full names him for no reason. So I wonder if this would be really lame if this happens. I have no idea. But I have a feeling, I assume the good guys are going to overcome this challenge.
Yeah.
And then if this happens, I'm going to be mad.
What?
But I feel like that when they debrief with Aizawa in 13, if Aizawa says something to the effect of like, yeah, we don't know who he was, but we did get his name, Tomura Shigaraki. If that happens, and they're like, let's see who he is, and it gives them like some sort of edge, I'm going to be mad. Because there's literally no reason for Kuroguri. There's no reason for either of them to use any of their names.
No.
But for him to be like, all right, Tomura Bobby Shigaraki, or like...
I think it's that thing where he had to let us know who he was. So he had to drop the full name. Because later on, people are going to call him Tomura. Like, Toga only calls him Tomura. So... I
know, but like, there's such a better way to do it.
There is. I mean, where did the present Mike go? Does he not introduce, like, this is like, what? He took the day off.
That's true. That would be funny. Tomura Shigaraki.
Yeah. Does he not introduce us? He does introduce us, right?
I don't think the villains know.
No, I think he did.
I think he just
just the heroes.
Introduces. Oh my gosh, the heroes. Yeah.
That's it.
Maybe he doesn't. I don't know.
I thought he introduced Toga, but I could be wrong. That's another Mandela Sitch.
Do you have his age?
Yeah. It says around 21 years old in the main timeline. His exact birth date has not been revealed, but his age is inferred based on flashbacks and story events. He was about 5 years old when his quirk manifested, and All for One took him in shortly afterward. By the time of his current events in the series, he's in his early 20s.
He's a little baby boy.
He's still a baby boy, but yeah, like I figured that dude's older.
Nope.
He does not come off as a kiddo.
Yeah.
At all.
All right, let's get into the app. We kick things off with a very long recap. This is like a One Piece style, multiple minute recap where it's like, wow, okay.
They just wanted you to like be caught up to date. Like if you didn't watch the last episode, they're like, here you go.
See, this is where I don't know if Netflix has this feature, and we were totally watching it on Netflix, but they need to be able to skip that stuff because a lot of people binge watch things these days. So.
Oh, I definitely like skip intro.
Yeah,
like,
skip
go
intro.
Straight there.
But you should be able to skip recap. But I don't know if that's a thing. I feel like that'd be too hard to like tell.
That's true.
After the recap, we kick things off with one of the best lines so far.
It was not. Actually, I put there on my notes that I get it now, like, because it was the worst line for me.
And Mineta went up a couple points for me.
Oh, my gross.
He says, so they're like, oh, man, post-fight. And he says, I had a good poop this morning, which made my balls stickier.
That's disgusting. And now I'm on board with Mineta sucks, because that's disgusting. You don't talk about that out loud.
So all
ever.
the pervy moments, you're like, whatever. But he talked about poo-poo, and you're like, I'm out.
I'm out. I cannot with that. Like eyeballs and scat. I don't do it. I cannot.
Okay.
So Mineta out.
Mineta out. Yeah, the three of them kind of go up to the side, and they see Aizawa fighting. You know, it's like, do we help him? And they're like, well, we don't want to get in his way. We also are kids. So let's just kind of assess the situation. Maybe we can kind of pick off the guys on the perimeter or something.
Yeah. Is that where Deku's like, we gotta leave in the first sign of danger or something?
I think so, yeah. He's basically just like, because Mineta is like, dude, let's go. Like, we did our part. But yeah, Deku's like, well, let's just kind of assess. We'll kind of do some things, but if we need to, we'll just bounce.
That was weird to me because it was like, he looks and there's immediately like people lying on the ground. And they're still like waiting to see. And it's like, that's the first sign. Like, that's the first sign that this is not safe. You are not in a good place.
Well, but they're villains that are all downed.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're like, okay, he's got this. They just want to make sure he's cool.
That he's all right.
He's got this, and then they can bounce.
All right.
And they sit there forever. Oh, God damn it.
What the hell?
One of these days, I'll remember to do it first. I want to kick it off with show and tell.
Yes.
But I always forget. Okay, so first segment, show and tell. Okay, well, this is a little preview of the episode. I picked this one because some people like ship them together. They make them a trio. But yeah, like, you know, Denki's in the Baku squad, and then Denki also hangs out with Mineta. But Denki, Jiro, and Momo are kind of a little trio. We see them really working off each other in this ep. So this is a watercolor? Would you call it watercolor?
Yeah, that's really pretty.
A watercolor canvas from Signature. It says, I think it's either 8mm or SMM from February 23rd, 2024.
Oh my.
And it shows, for you listeners, it's like a nice blue background, and it shows Jiro kind of crouching off to the left, looking like sassy as she normally is. Momo on her knees very properly on the right, and then Denki in the middle, sitting cross-legged with a smirk.
He's like, yeah, I'm in the middle.
I'm in the middle. He's like, so yeah, I don't know. So we see them in this ep, the three of them kind of doing their thing. So I thought it'd be fun to include this. So thank you, whoever 8mm or SMM is. And while you show yours, I'm going to look up, I wonder if I can see what con this was.
Okay,
February
that's really
23rd.
cool. I love that you seem to have like a thing for every episode.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you do that?
Well, 'cause I was looking around. I was like, what happened? You know, I've got the ep in my head, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
the 3 of them. Perfect.
I just have toga stuff, which is amazing. And I'm actually looking up the person that gave me this because it's
This is Pensacon.
Oh, another one that I have not been to yet, but I heard is amazing.
Pensacon's great. It is weird, though. Pensacon, and everyone who goes to Pensacon will be like, yep. It's in this hockey arena. And so if you're like going to the green room or like going to the other side of the convention or whatever, you have to go along this. Maybe won't be a problem for you, but for 6'3" me, like you have to go through this long hallway that's like 6 feet tall. So I'm like crouching along as I'm walking around. It was weird.
That is weird.
All right, what do you got?
All right, so this was cool because this was given to me at a convention in June, and I want to say, I feel like it might have been a SAC anime, like one of the SAC anime ones, the summer one.
Yeah.
And it was given to me by Lady Beltara, and so it's like that's the Instagram. I think her name is Kat, and she and her friends do stuff like this for all the voice actors that they go visit for My Hero, and they make them very LGBTQ friendly. And as we know, June is Pride Month, so
Very appropriate.
So we've got little toga, and she's wrapped in a pansexual flag, and it says "Let's go bite throats."
LGBT.
Hell yeah.
Let's go
And
bite throats.
yeah, she's also given me a few different pieces of art that are this style. Like there's one with her and No Choco, of course, and then one with her and Froppy. And it
Does Toga interact with Froppy?
she likes Sue a lot. Like it's more like
Who
the
wouldn't?
friendship thing. Like she
gotcha.
wants to be friends with her, and yeah. So and I get it now because she's always like, Sue was always like, you can call me Sue. But there's a big deal later on. Like Togo meets her, and she's like, I'm gonna call you Sue too. And I just thought it was fine, but now I get it because it's like, no, that's for my actual friends, B.
Okay.
Like not for you.
Gotcha.
Any hoodle. So yeah, and then she always makes them like in like streetwear clothes, and it's really fun because she makes them with the other voice actors that are at the con, not necessarily because they're together. So Monica just happened to be there.
Yeah.
And Lucy was there, so I've met her a few times, and now she makes custom art for me sometimes.
It's super cool.
Yeah, Lady
Very
Beltra.
cute.
Terra.
Lady Beltra. Oh, Belterra.
Belterra.
Yes. Well, there you go.
There
There's
we
show
go.
and tell.
Yay.
Thanks, y'all. We jumped to Todoroki, and I talked about it during the pre-watch.
That's when he schools us all.
He schools us all. Like, Todoroki seems way overpowered. Like, he's using half of his quirk, and he's taking these guys out no problem.
Yeah, he's like over it. He just like walks through.
Yeah, he's like, oh, okay, whatever. And then he's like, tell us your plan or I'm going to literally kill you. And the villain's crying. And this is like a 15-year-old kid.
Right?
Like,
These are some childrens up in here.
he's only going to get stronger. He's only going to get smarter. And he's already like next level. Like, Bakugo's strong, but he's obviously emotionally
He's
super stunted.
unhinged.
Like, so Todoroki, like, he's legit. And he's only using half his quirk right now. But he does some kind of figuring out for us. Like, he did this in the last episode too, but he's like, okay, like they busted in. They obviously have a plan. They're not going to just blow this chance on nothing. So they must have found a way to kill All Might, because we heard them say, like, "Now we're here to kill the symbol of peace."
He also calls out that all those other villains, like somehow he knows that there are only like 4 or 5 of them that are actually
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's like, yeah, these
Villains.
4 are strong.
the rest of them are just pawns. He knows it. Like he's
Smart.
he's a Jedi.
He's a Jedi. I mentioned this before, but yeah, anytime someone's like, what quirk other than Denki's would you have? I'm always like, Todoroki.
Yeah, because
Like,
damn.
holy crap, he can just freeze everyone, and then he hasn't even used his fire yet. Like, it's just wild how strong he is.
I get it. I get why people like him so much, because
Yeah.
he's another one that, like, I know of. I know what he does. I know everyone likes him. I know y'all walk around with, like, red and white hair. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Because he's a bad.
Oh, do you know what his weakness is?
No, do you?
Tea kettles.
That's not true. Is it really? No.
No, we'll
No.
see. No.
He doesn't have a weakness.
No, he does. You'll see. That
Oh, you really know his weakness?
everyone listening just groaned.
Oh.
You'll see.
Okay.
You'll see. It was a really, really rude joke I just made.
Tea kettles.
Don't look it up. Just wait.
Okay, well.
So we're talking about, like, man, Todoroki's strong. He's super smart. Da-da. And I love the perfect transition from, like, him. He's like, I need to figure this out. Like, tell me everything you know. And then it cuts to Denki screaming.
And Denki is, like, running away. He's, like, the only one, by the way. He's the only one that's like, oh, God, no!
Because he says, I can't use my electricity because I'll electrocute you and Momo, too. And
that's true. So he's conflicted. He's having a moment of confliction.
he wants to help, but he can't because he'll hurt his friends.
But then Jiro teaches him that that's
Yeah,
not
Jiro
true.
kind of teaches him how to use his
How
quirk.
to use his quirk.
Which is fun.
You didn't know how to use it until
Yeah,
she told you.
That's right, because he just explodes lightning, basically.
Yeah,
And
then
then,
it just goes everywhere.
Yeah. And
But she's like, just do it and touch people.
Yeah, just touch people.
Just-
Yeah, and I love how, like, she kicks him into the guy, and he electrocutes him, and he's like, I am cool. Like, okay,
like, oh, yeah.
I am.
I did
I
that
can fight.
all by myself.
Honestly, Denki has a more powerful quirk than Todoroki, but the downside is Denki doesn't know how to use it.
Right.
But because, like, Todoroki has to, like, really aim and, like, let me freeze this guy, but if the guy, you know, he can figure out how to get around it or, like, thaw himself or whatever, Denki's just like, electricity! And, like, everyone gets electrocuted.
Yeah.
You can't really do anything about it.
But it's kind of it's kind of the same-ish, because it's like Denki goes in and he, goes off and it goes everywhere. But also Todoroki only has to touch like one person, it seems like, or one thing, and then it just spreads. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he like steps and it shoots out of his foot.
So he's just a little more controlled.
Here's the thing: people will ask a lot, like, what do you think Denki's like background stuff is? And we know Todoroki's. Todoroki comes from a long line, or at least his dad and mom are like very powerful heroes.
Yeah.
And so Todoroki was brought up really being taught how to use his quirk. I think we can then assume maybe Denki did not get that same childhood. So I think maybe Denki's parents are quirkless, or they weren't there, or didn't bother to
They're
teach
just
him.
like, what is that? Stop it, son. And he's been like stopping it, son.
Oh.
The whole time. So
whole
he doesn't
time.
know how. Like,
Yeah.
he hasn't been groomed to it.
That's
so
right.
he's just like walking around like, hey.
Yeah, I can't use my electricity.
I'm wild. And then he goes dumb.
But you do see over the course of the show, you do see him. He learns more and more how to use his quirk. So it's pretty
Okay.
nice. Yeah.
And Jiro taught him.
Jiro was the start. She was like,
She was there.
here's how you do it. And she says, you should have asked for some sort of aiming gear for your hero costume, as most of you listening know. He gets it later. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's fun.
he gets some aiming gear, but a lot of shenanigans and hilarity of like he's shocking a guy and then another guy gets knocked into him, who then gets shocked, and then a third guy gets knocked into him, and Denki's just
Like,
shocking them all. Momo creates the insulation blanket, and now he can go full blast.
Yep.
But
she does this thing where she like
it was
caves
weird.
over and like she I don't know. I officially am just Momo grosses me out. Momo grosses me out, y'all. It's just gross.
It's definitely not the classiest quirk.
No.
Like for a classy lady, one who I think she's like rich and like comes from like
is that what that is?
well-to-do family. For then
So
her to
all
be
of a
like,
sudden-
yeah, like hang on, let me help you guys out.
Yeah.
And, like, create
Because if
something.
you think, I mean, yes, it's drawn, it's animated, but if you were to picture that, like an actual human,
Dark My
flesh.
Hero,
Yes.
yeah, it would have been like, hang on. Ah!
yeah, it would be like painful, and
Yeah.
like her skin would burst open, and
Yeah.
then like there's other skin things, and then you're like covered in a skin blanket,
Yeah.
and it's like dripping in like pus because it's her skin.
Yeah.
That's gross. Like, she's just gross.
Again, I'm
decided.
petitioning for Dark My Hero.
Yes, I totally. Also, I think that it's cute that both you and Jiro have ear things. Mm-hmm. Fresh.
They are shipped big time for a reason.
Aw.
He's the goofy clown, and she's the what?
Are her? No, it's fine. I noticed something when you were watching it, and like it's confirmed for me on this painting. it's her ears, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, that's
Her
also
earlobes,
gross.
yeah.
Cool. I just thought it was an earphone jack, but it's not.
Nope, it is her earlobes.
Are her actual earlobes.
Those are her earlobes. So then, yeah, Denki does a big area of effect attack, taking out all the villains, and he goes. Well, I'm a little bummed because I thought this is the first time because his attack actually has a name. He said it's indiscriminate shock, 1.3 million volts, and I thought that this is the first time he was going to do it, but he just says, "You guys are fried." Which is great, but like I don't know, maybe there's just he didn't have a name for it yet
or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe.
Maybe it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Fit. I mean.
But we do get our first dumb Denki.
And there he is. Yay! Wandering around.
I still remember that session of me and Colleen working on that and like how exactly do we want that to sound and going back and forth trying to figure it out. It was a lot of fun.
Did Colleen ever like talk to you about like why you were cast and like any of that?
She said you're dumb.
Well, basically, right?
No, I voice a lot of blonde dudes.
Yeah.
Like I just have like blonde himbo energy, I guess.
But I've just heard her consistently tell people that like she had reasons for casting and like I don't know, like it fits like what is it called when you do that? Typecasting.
Typecast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just makes me wonder. Because she told me, like, you know...
why she cast you as Toga?
Well, yeah, she was like, I've known that was you for a long time. Because obviously Toga wasn't in the first round of auditions. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, yay, I get to be in this show. And then I show up, and she's like, okay, so you're equal parts adorable and terrifying. And then I think Jason...
She's scared of you.
Maybe. Like, she likes me, but I'm also freak her out.
Ah, yeah.
And maybe she thinks you're really cool and fun, but you're also dumb.
Yeah.
And then... Jason, who plays Dobby, also has a very similar story about it. Like, him being brooding and, like, have daddy issues or something. So, it just makes me wonder if we should just call Colleen and be like, dude.
Tell us
what up?
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking?
What were you thinking?
What do you think of us?
Well, speaking of casting,
Yes.
let's go into the VA Shoutouts segment, and I think now an official segment. VA Shoutouts. Not a lot, because we're still in the same area.
Yeah.
So no real new.
And we're EP 11.
Just a couple of bits. Both of them were during the Denki moments. And someone says, "Try electrocuting solid rock, kid." And that was Tyson Reinhardt.
Oh, it was?
There's a lot of villains at the beginning of the ep who say a bunch of lines, but when you're doing this, it's so hard to pick people out.
Yeah,
Because it sounds very similar.
It could be anyone.
But I did pick out Tyson, and then when Momo poops out that blanket, we hear someone go, "A blanket?" And that was very obviously Jeremy Inman.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I have to listen to that again.
He's got that classic.
Blanket.
A blanket.
That's so perfect.
And then we hear Nomu at the very end do like a cry. I don't hear it, but I'm very confident. I don't know why I would know this, but I feel like I do. I think Nomu is Justin Cook.
Really?
I think so.
Huh.
So someone could confirm for me. Like I didn't hear it in that scream. Like I was like, "Is that
There's
him?"
no way. I'm going to look it up. Can I look it up?
You can look it up. You can look it up. Nomu's very high pitched, if I remember correctly. Like from the games, he's like, "Rah!"
Oh, is he?
Yeah, and so I think that's Justin.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I think.
Let's see. Justin Cook. Oh my gosh.
I don't know why I knew that. But yeah, that's it. Everyone else we've already heard.
Fun.
So there you go. Thanks for. There you go. VA shoutouts.
Yeah.
At the end of the whole Denki Momo Jiro thing, we have the perfectly placed.
Oh yeah.
Nipple blockers.
Yeah, like, oh, you're naked. And then she's like, that's okay. I'll just create some clothes. But yeah, it's like so casual.
Yeah, she's just like, "Is it safe?" And she's just like boobs out, like everything cool. And Jiro's just like, "Girl, like you might need to cover up." Yeah, and Momo doesn't care.
I think it's funny though, like Jiro's first reaction is like, oh no! And then you cut back to her and she's just staring.
Yeah.
She's just like,
She's so punk rock.
you're so punk rock. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
She's so punk rock.
She's so punk rock. And then she's like, Denki, don't look. And then he's not looking at all. He's just brain fried.
He doesn't care.
He's got
just
the
like, hey.
he's got the Wii. People like to think that it's the Wii homepage music that goes on in his head while he's dumb Denki. He's just in Wii land. Yeah, just chilling. We cut back to Kuroguri, and we do find out his name, by the way, towards the end. We finally hear his name, Kuroguri.
Oh, yeah.
But Kuroguri is being dealt with by 13, and the kids are there. But Kuroguri, he defeats 13.
He puts her in a black hole.
Yeah, he black holes her. Or them.
Them. But he doesn't black hole. She black holes. He warp gates.
Yeah.
He warp gates. Warp gates.
Warp.
Warp gates.
Warp, yeah. Warp.
He warp gates 13's black hole. And then, yeah.
And then is 13 dead? Like, what is 13? Is there someone in the suit, or is 13 the suit?
I think 13 is the suit.
So half of 13 is gone then.
But then that's when, like, it inspires Iida to, like, go
yeah,
run.
Iida's finally, like, Iida was supposed to leave, like, an hour ago. And he's finally like, oh, okay, I guess I'll go
do
now.
something. And then he runs.
Yeah, he takes off. Kuroguri tries to stop him. And then over the course of, like, a few moments, like, the students all luckily prevent him from being stopped. And Ian covers him up. And then Ochako floats him. Sero tapes him. And then Sugar Rush throws him away. Iida escapes very slowly.
I know, and it's like, at first when he started taking off, I was like, yeah, that's the quirk I want. I want to be able to be fast. And then we cut to him, and he's, like, jogging in place. Yeah.
I will say, though, like, you think about the Flash, right?
Yeah.
He's, like, the fastest hero in the world. He's like his legs are running really fast. But, like, I feel like that's a little unrealistic, because as a human, your legs can only move so fast.
Uh-huh.
So it's like the Flash isn't just fast. The Flash also has, like, an immensely strong molecular structure that his legs don't just disintegrate because he's moving so fast. So I feel like, as Iida doesn't seem like, for someone whose power is super speed, it doesn't seem like he's moving that fast, but, because he's taking, like, these big strides. Yeah. But I guess what other way could you do it? He can't just be like, and, like, running super fast. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know. He's obviously faster than everyone else, but he's not as fast. But as I'm talking about, I'm like, well, it wouldn't be super realistic for him to just be like, let me run, let my legs run. So,
right. He has to have, like, he has rocket stuff.
Yeah.
Exhaust pipes in his
Man, if he were to trip, like, if someone were to be like, boop, and time it out and put a stick in between his legs, like, boom, like, that would suck.
That would really suck.
That's his weakness. He's easy to trip.
It's like, oh no.
What happened to Iida? He tripped. Oh, he's out. He's down for the count.
Like, well, send him to the recovery girl.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So he leaves. Then we cut to Bakugo and Kirishima, who are taking care of business.
Yeah, and Bakugo's just as angry as ever.
Well, but this is the first time, finally, we maybe see a little behind the shell. And Kirishima's the one that points out, because, like, Bakugo's like, all right, that's all of them. And,
and
Kirishima's like, we need to go meet up with everyone else. And Bakugo's like, no, we don't need to. If you want to, you can go. Kirishima kind of pieces it out, maybe, that Bakugo isn't like, F them. He's like, oh, you believe in their powers. You know that they got it. Okay. So
that's
it's like,
true.
Okay, Bakugo. You're not so egotistical that you think everyone needs your help.
Right.
You realize that they are fine on their own. You just want to get revenge on the portal guy. So he's still emotionally immature, but as he's being surrounded by these other powerful quirk users, he's like, okay, I'm not the best, and that's okay.
Right.
I'm still going to do my thing. So it's like, maybe finally the start of some redemption for Bakugo. Maybe. I
thought that he was just saying, like, reminding him that he was, yelling all the time. He's like, wow, you're like, all die, die, die. And now you're chill.
And then Bakugo has a cool moment with this chameleon villain who's going to jump up behind him, and he's just like, anyway.
That was cool. I like the chameleon guy, too.
Yeah, chameleon guy was cool.
Fun.
That would be a good quirk. like blending in and
Yeah, you can like. There's a Pokemon that looks almost exactly like that. It starts with a K. I don't know, but that's what I thought it was. I got confused.
And we cut to the last of the, like, what are the other kids doing? Tokoyami and Koda? I always forget his name. I think it's Koda. What does Koda do? I still don't know what his quirk is.
I
know he talks to animals in some way, but he's just like in the rain, just like, I guess I'm gonna die now. And Tokoyami saves him, but like, and he's just, poor Greg has no lines.
I know. It's like you're in the show, but you're not in the show.
We were talking in the pre-watch, like I wonder if Colleen was like, you know, in her head, I can see being like, all right, let me cast 1A. Okay, good. Greg will be this guy. Okay. And she's like, tells everyone, hey, you're in the show. Here's what you're going to do. And so she's like, Greg, you're going to be Koda. And he's like, oh, cool. Thank you. And then Tara texts him 3 years later, you have a session for My Hero.
For 15 minutes.
You have a closed mouth smile.
Come in and breathe on us, on our mics, please.
That'll be the biggest thing, like when we finally hear him talk. If he ever talks. Maybe he never talks. I know Greg Ayers plays him, but maybe it's just sounds.
Oh.
Maybe it's just reactions.
You know what? That wouldn't be too unusual if he talks to animals. You know what I mean? If he understands animals and
Or maybe it's all mental lines.
Maybe. Or
That'd
maybe
be-
it's all
that'd be cool.
barks and
It's all
whinnies. I don't know.
That'd be amazing. I need someone who can do a smattering of animal noises.
Yeah.
That'd be great. But then, so then it's like, okay, that's what everyone else is doing. We cut back to the main area, what was Central Plaza? I don't remember what they call it. The fountain, where the fountain is, where Aizawa is kicking butt and taking names.
Oh, yeah.
For now.
And then...
Speaking of kicking butt and taking names.
And then this guy comes in and he's like, I will touch you very slowly.
Yeah. And
then he grabs him.
So Shigaraki makes multiple video game references. Like, so Aizawa kicks off. Aizawa says, all right, time for the final boss. And Shige's not, I'm not the final boss. And he's like, in the name of the episode's game over. And he says at some point, game over. And
which is weird.
He uses a lot of game references. So for our special segment, I thought it would be fun to do a video game thing. And so I challenged Leah to a round of My Hero One's Justice 2. All right, here we go. Kyle versus Leah. One's Justice 2.
Oh, no.
I'm going to be Denki. She's going to be the Togs. There we go.
Oh, look, there's me.
Oh, little baby.
Oh, she's so cute.
Now, I haven't played this game in a long time.
Wow, what do we do?
You can fight another player.
You can fight another player.
Oh, that's cool.
Have you ever played this game?
No. Oh, look, there's Lucy.
You have multiple controllers. You can play with multiple people.
Oh, wow.
One round. Here we go.
I'm so scared. Am I on?
Time to choose your character.
Oh, that is me. Okay, where? Where is she? Toga.
You can do it, try, right?
Then you pick your sidekicks.
How do I do that?
So you pick her first.
Okay.
And then, okay, now your sidekicks. You want to do Shiggy and,
Dobby. Where's Dobby?
right there.
Or should I do twice? Oh, I should do twice. Yeah.
If I go back.
What do I do?
Press A. Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
There you go.
I don't know how to play games. You guys, I'm really bad at this stuff. What happens? You didn't even tell me what I'm supposed to do.
You jump around and you punch. And you can do, like, combos and stuff. I don't remember how to play this game.
Okay.
Yeah, Kirishima. Go, Bakugo.
Oh, snap.
Whoa, that's dangerous.
Oh.
And don't you forget it.
Hell yeah. Oh, no.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh, I'm
ow,
getting you.
ow.
I'm getting you. I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna stab you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, that's right. Ah,
I don't remember how to play this game.
I don't either.
But you're kicking
I'm
my
just
butt.
Pressing. Ah! Did I kill you? Yeah. Oh! You kicked me. No. There's my guys. There's my dudes. Ah! No! I'm gonna get you. Ah! Yeah, you're just electric. No, let me turn into you. What the Yes. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you got kicked.
Oh, you got me.
Oh!
Wait, how do I call my friends?
I turned into you! That's so cool! Oh, I totally turned into you. Oh, wait, no. Did you knock me out?
Yep.
No way.
That was close. How was it?
That's not fair. I turned into you. Oh my god, it's so cute. Is that it?
That's it.
That's not fair. I was ahead. I can't do this anymore.
Well, I mean, it's fine.
No, it's not fair. Like, I had it. I turned into you. Like, I think you Denki'd it.
I Denki'd it. I dumb Denki'd into
You
a
dumb
win.
Denki'd. I can't. I gotta go think about this.
Well, all right. So Leah took that beat down a little harder than I thought, and she left. So I'm going to be finishing this episode solo. So Aizawa is fighting the bad guys, and Shigaraki finally decides to step in and kind of take care of business. Aizawa's, he's been fighting, he's tired, and we get a gross moment where we get to see Shigaraki's quirk for the first time, and he disintegrates Aizawa's elbow, and it looks gross. But I do know that Shigaraki's quirk is really powerful. I believe the name of it is Decay, so that's pretty intense. And Aizawa already is all bloodshot. Again, I feel like his goggles shouldn't just be goggles. They should be have misters in there, and it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, Aizawa, he's just too tired. He can't handle it. He does erase his quirk briefly, just to stop him, but after that, he's kind of stuck. And then Shigaraki says, "I'm not the final boss." Sends in Nomu. Aizawa tries to erase his quirk. He's still intensely powerful. Fast forward to the end. I think the whole idea is that Nomu is anti-All Might. And I'll say why in a second, but he's intensely strong. And Aizawa says, yeah, he's as strong as All Might. But then, yeah, Nomu then beats the out of Aizawa. Both arms broken, head slammed into the ground. It is pretty brutal. But Kurogiri warps over to him and is like, hey, and reports in, one of the kids got away. They're probably going to go get backup. We need to go. And Shigaraki's like, yeah, we need to go. And actually, before all this, at some point, we have a perv moment where Mineta's like, oh, thank you, Froppy, and grabs Froppy's boob. And this time it's when she had picked him up and his head was just laying on her chest, it's okay, he shouldn't have made that comment, but she kind of picked him up and his head just happened to be there. But I think this is a little more purposeful, and you could see in her eyes, her eyes go white, and she drowns him. So that's okay, Mineta. It's one thing to be oh, nice butt or nice boobs. Oh, okay, whatever. But to actually then physically do something, that's when it becomes really not okay. So that's definitely, I had a point earlier in favor of Mineta because of his funny line, but now it's maybe not. We can see, and I don't know what the exact purpose of it is, but when Kurogiri is reporting in to Shigaraki, and he's like, we gotta go, and Shigaraki's and he's scratching at his neck, and his neck gets red and raw, ugh. Shigaraki, that's, I don't know what, that's I don't know if that's what you'd call that a tick or some kind of I don't know, some kind of manifestation of something. He obviously has issues. But yeah, that was pretty nasty. At the end, we definitely hear it's obvious that Nomu is the anti-All Might. But the episode ends with Shigaraki's all right, we gotta go. But before we go, let's take out, let's leave a message for the symbol of peace. Boom, dash, the whole time we don't know if he's seen them or not. All of a sudden, boom, dashes towards the three kids, and it looks like he's about to disintegrate Froppy. Like he's going for it. Aizawa barely is like, let me erase his quirk, stops Shigaraki from disintegrating Froppy. Deku takes the chance to do a smash, goes to punch Shigaraki. Nomu, boom, all of a sudden is there, blocks the punch, and it's like this very jarring moment where Deku's like, oh, my arm's not broken. All right, I figured it out. Also, I didn't hurt this guy at all. Another point in favor of like, they've created some sort of being to be the anti-All Might. So Deku's like, oh crap, gets grabbed by Nomu. He's about to get slammed in the face. Shigaraki's about to grab Mineta and Froppy and disintegrate them. Boom, door opens and blasts open. All Might is there, and we've never seen him not smile. He is looking angry as F, and he's ready to take these guys out. All right, before we get to the end, we need to do Patreon Q's and A's. All right, from Buddy the Elf. When recording, do you record with the other voice actors / actresses, or is it all separate recordings? Get asked this frequently in prelay animation, so that's like Western style animation. They're all in the same room. You know, you've probably seen like behind the scenes footage of like the actors playing off each other and stuff like that. But when you're dubbing anime, we don't do that because you really can't. We've tried it where we've put like 2 booths in the same room and or 2 actors working on different microphones. The problem is like any sort of prelay, nothing's animated yet. So you can really do whatever you want and then you animate to the performance. But with anime dubbing, it's already animated. You have to fit exactly what the flaps that you're provided. And so there's not a whole lot of leeway. So we've tried it before a few times, but what ends up happening, like if one actor's like really kind of hitting their stride, doing well, but the other isn't, or struggling a little bit, or their flaps or lines are more challenging, the other actor's just kind of sitting there. You know, it's like, well, they would have already been done. Now we're having to pay them to sit around, basically. So they just decided it just wasn't worth it. So we tried. The only exception is Walla. We've talked about Walla on the podcast before. Walla, if you didn't know, stands for With All Actors. But yeah, that's like the background noise. Like if a scene's in a restaurant, like it's like 3 people talking. Walla would be all the people in the background just like, oh, what'd you order? Oh, I want to try that. We put 3 to 4 people in the same booth around one microphone, and they just talk and do ad-libbing, improv, stuff like that with some contextual direction from the director. That's the only exception, but because you don't need them to sound unique. In fact, you don't want them to sound unique. So it's a lot easier to do it that way. Jackie R30 says, what was the weirdest question / comment you've ever heard about your character, whether it was at a con, stream, etc.? If you don't want to, can't say it, I completely understand. Weirdest question or comment I've ever heard about Denki. Man, I don't know. And I don't think anything too weird. Off the top of my head, I cannot think of anything that was too weird. In general, people want to just hang out and be best friends with Denki. So I think because of that, I don't get anything too particularly weird. Like I know Away Camp, people want daddy. They love that Dad Zawa. And so I know he's gotten some weird stuff. So that one might be a better question for him. But yeah, nothing too particularly weird. Craig Draws asks, if your character got arrested for something ridiculous, what would it be? Example, All Might's butt cheeks causing earthquakes when they clapped. Something ridiculous. I mean, Denki, I think it'd be like accidental. Like he would be doing some mischief, like, hey, let's knock over some mailboxes. And he would like accidentally like hit a mailbox, but like with his electricity, like the bat would like jump out of his hand and like hit like a propane tank and like explode a house or something. Like it'd be accidental. It'd be like, oh, we gotta go, so it'd be something accidental like that. Finally, Lee Can't Draw says, Denki is someone that's often described as having little brother energy throughout the show. But I'm curious, how do you think Denki would be as a big brother? I think he'd be a fun big brother. He would not be disciplinarian at all. He'd be a lot of fun, but like he would make a lot of mistakes, and so he would be like, ooh, like, hey, like go do that dumb thing if you want, but just letting you know, here's what happened to me. So he would be that like kind of lead by example or lead by experience kind of big brother. But yeah, he'd be fun. He could babysit and they'd be safe, but they would definitely maybe get into some trouble or eat too many sweets or stay up too late or something like that. He'd be real chill. All right, y'all. Thanks for the Patreon questions. Remember, if you want to ask us a question, you just got to get in that Patreon and make it happen. Appreciate y'all. So yeah, we finished the episode. All Might shows up. We commented in the pre-watch like, you know, that was either the school isn't that far away or Iida really is that fast, but also All Might is also that fast because Iida is gone and then goes to the school, explains what's going on. All Might then goes into hero form, boom, comes back. Like, that's a lot of time to pass and he gets there fast. So, like, that's pretty crazy. So either the school's not very far away and or Iida really is that fast and All Might is that fast. But yeah, so next episode we're gonna get some fun you know, fights. We're gonna see All Might. We've seen All Might in action, but like not against like a really challenging thing. So it's like, you know, Shigaraki is the basically kind of the main villain of the show. And so we're going to get to see All Might fight, face off against him, but also the Nomu. If it is the anti-All Might, are we going to see All Might struggle? And remember, he's on a time limit. So it'll be interesting to see how he kind of navigates that. He's got to take care of these guys fast. So that'll be cool. All right, well, let's see if Leah's cooled off. Because we always end with a Kyle versus Leah quiz. I'm going to give her a call. All right, do you want to go first?
Yes.
All right, take it away.
All right, for the easy one. What is considered the symbol of peace?
All Might is considered the symbol of peace.
Yay!
Huzzah.
Look how easy that was. Look how nice I was.
That was easy. Which attack does Deku use on Shigaraki?
Delaware Smash. No, he uses, that's not easy. He goes and he hits him. And he's like, oh, I didn't get hurt. I don't know what it was called.
You remember what it was called?
No.
He yells it.
It's not Delaware Smash?
No, that's what he used in the water.
Yeah, no, and then he flew down and he hit. I didn't hear him. I was so upset about him flying down and hitting my dude that I didn't hear him yell. What did he say? What did he call it? I don't know. Sorry, I don't know.
It's just smash.
It's just Smash?
Yeah, he just goes smash.
Well, that's why I didn't understand it, because he probably just sounded like, ah!
No, but then Shigaraki's like, oh, yeah, this smash of yours. Are you a disciple of All Might?
Okay, I'm glad that you have this photographic memory. I don't.
That's all right.
Okay, so it's Smash. That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah. No points.
Dang it.
All right, what's your medium?
My medium is, what do the villains have to do to survive?
What?
What do the villains have to do? Well, I'm going to put that in quotes. What do the villains, quote, have to do to survive?
Beat or kill All Might?
Oh. Sort of.
Or
Close.
destroy the symbol of peace?
The villains. What do the villains have to do to survive? Not the heroes. The villains.
No, I said the villains have to kill the symbol of peace.
No. I'll give you half a point.
Okay, what is
It was
it?
a quote. It was a quote. It is. They have to tell Todoroki how they plan to kill All Might.
Oh, I see.
And it's
Okay.
like, if you want to survive, you have to tell me how you plan to kill All Might.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So half a point.
Half.
Okay.
Half. All right.
What is Aizawa's quote-unquote tell related to him using his quirk?
What do you mean his tell?
Like, how does
Like, how do
Shigaraki...
you- Dude, that's the same question I have.
Is it?
His hair.
His hair, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's his hair.
Yeah, his hair is up when he's using it, and it's down when he's not using it.
That's right. Was that your hard question?
That was my hard question.
Do you have another one?
I think I probably do, actually. Okay, yes. Well, this isn't hard, but what part of Izawa's body does Shigaraki damage?
His right elbow.
God dang it.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I had.
All right. How thick...
So,
What?
oh, you have another one.
Yeah, this is my...
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this is my hard. How thick is the insulation blanket that Momo creates?
How thick is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really thick. It's got like a lot of insulation, and like the electricity can't get through it.
Uh-huh.
Like it's really thick.
She says specifically.
Yeah. She says like the watts, like how thick it is. It's freaking.
No, it's in millimeters.
It's 173 millimeters thick.
Not almost.
68 so millimeters thick.
It's 100 millimeters thick.
Damn it.
I'll give you a bonus one.
Okay.
What move does Iida use to make himself go faster once he's outside?
Oh. It's like. He screams it. What is it? I think I wrote it down. Hold on. It is. What is that called? It's like turbo or something. No, it's not turbo, but it's like something like that. Hold on. Where's my pictures of the pictures? Okay. Damn it. So technical. It's. I'm picturing him, he's running, and he's like, and then he runs fast, and he says something, and it's like, it says an E, right? Does it start with an E?
Yeah, there's an E.
There's an E. It's like, extra fast. No, it's electric fast. It's, no, emissions or something. What is it? Damn it.
Engine boost.
Engine boost! Yes! Crap!
I'll give you an 11th of a point because you got the letter E.
Okay, good. What does that bring me up to?
I don't know. Wait, you got
the.
this. You got the hair
I
one.
got something right.
Yeah, so you get
Right.
1 point, 11 points.
1 and 1 11th.
Yeah.
Okay. And what did you get?
I think I got 2.
What's your score? Okay. Damn it.
It's all right. It's okay. We're close. It's close.
Okay, I'm going to get you next time.
Next time. Okay.
Yours were not easy or medium. They were all hard.
Well, they were easy. Well, the hair one. I guess the hair one should have been easy, and the smash should have been medium.
Yeah.
And just remind the people. Remind the people where they can find you.
They can find me on Leah Clark VA on Instagram. And tonight, I'm guessing if this is a Wednesday, I will be doing my best to have a Twitch stream at 8 p.m. CST. Also, Leah Clark VA on the Twitch.
And you're playing Stardew?
Yes, that's what I'm doing on a Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
Stardoing.
Stardoing.
It's the best.
Well, all right.
Freaking best.
Have a good session.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Have fun. Wrap it out.
I will.
Okay, bye.
Bye. But all right, yeah, there you go. So obviously she didn't storm out because she was upset. We got started a little late, and it was going to be tight already, and she had a session to go to. But that is the ep. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like she said, you can find Leah on Instagram, Leah Clark VA. But also go check out her Twitch. She wants to get Twitch going and check that out. Her goal is to do Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I believe, at 8 Central. Just chatting, maybe some makeup stuff, and playing Stardew. She's really into Stardew, so go check out her Twitch there, twitch.tv/Leah Clark VA. You can find me, Kyle Phillips Fun, everywhere. Blue Sky, Instagram, TikTok, Twitch, twitch.tv/Kyle Phillips Fun. I stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Central. And let's see, this app goes up boom on the 12th. So it's spring break right now. Woo! So tomorrow night, normally I would be streaming, but I am not streaming tomorrow night because I will be on a flight to Indianapolis for this weekend, my birthday weekend. I will be at Indiana Comic-Con. So if you're going to be in the Indiana area this upcoming weekend, the 14th through the 16th, come say hi. Come wish me a happy birthday. My birthday's on the 17th, which is the Monday, but come check it out. But I'll have a late stream on Sunday. I call it post-con clarity. Thank you, Rocker. Just kind of wrap up talk about the con, show off some gifts I got, stuff like that. And then my birthday stream is on the 18th, that next Tuesday, where I'm going to be dusting off a game I used to play all the time, but it really fell off. Warzone. They're dropping Season 3, going back to the original map for Dansk. Could be fun. We'll see. But yeah, I just got back from Fanboy Anime in Knoxville. This weekend, Indiana Comic-Con. Next weekend after that, Anime Arizona. Come say hi. And I believe Leah, the same weekend I'm doing Anime Arizona, March 21st through 23rd, she will be in Cleveland for Fan Expo Cleveland. But yeah, appreciate you guys. And remember, if you're listening to this, you can watch it on YouTube, youtube.com/@KylePhillipsFun. And if you want the episode early, uncensored, and a whole bunch of other goodies and shenanigans, make sure you stop by the Patreon, patreon.com/KPF Productions. And not only do you get Spark and Chaos stuff, you also get anything else that I do that's original content. All the rewards are there in that Patreon. So right now I'm also doing Super Board Game Bros, a series where me and some friends play board games. You're getting some benefits from that. So make sure you check that out. But yeah, appreciate you guys. Spark out.